I don't know about you, but if you're like me or the majority of my clients, you probably have a cupboard that is literally just full of supplements, different things that you've tried, different things that somebody recommended, different things that maybe from working with a practitioner, you've just got this cupboard full of things. And maybe you're also taking like 20 supplements a day. This is really common. And I'm actually kind of developed a system that's really helpful in reducing your overall costs and reducing the amount of supplements that you have to take on a daily basis. But you can still get the benefits of having these broad array of different types of supplements. So today I'm going to share with you a list of products that I take, but that I don't take every single day. I take maybe once a week, 2 or 3 times a week. And this is enough to give you a full spectrum of benefits, but keeping your costs down and keeping your mind a little bit clearer. It allows for a little bit of intuition instead of this being a regimented protocol where you have to take 20 supplements every single day. You have to take this one at 6 a.m., this one at 8 a.m., and this one at 10 a.m. It's a bit more relaxed. And that's what you need in healing. You need relaxed. You need your nervous system to be calm. You need to be connected to yourself. You need to be a little bit more intuitive in your approach. So today I'm going to list you 6 supplements that I take every week, but I don't take every day. So first on this list, we've actually got 1 and 2, and I'm going to cover them together because these are a B complex, but these are different B complexes that have a different composition. So this B complex that I have here is slow released. And I find that sometimes when I take a high dose B complex, I get kidney pain because my body's trying to filter out with these vitamins that I didn't need. So if I know that I need more of a slow released approach, then I'll go with a slow release B complex. The only thing I don't like about this product, however, is it actually contains vitamin B6 as pyridoxine HCl at 100 mg, which is pretty high. B6 toxicity is not something that is very nice. If you look at the symptoms of B6 toxicity, it's pretty horrible. So the dose is pretty high. Usually I only take half of one of these because, again, they're slow release and I find that they're pretty high dose. So I usually have half, and the actual pill itself is horrible. Whoever decided to invent this shape of pill that is like compressed, you are evil. I have nearly died taking this so many times. And the thing is, you can't really chew these up because B vitamins taste absolutely vile. So usually what I end up doing is chewing them up, and they taste vile anyway because I don't really want to choke. It's even worse if you take it in half because the edge gets very jagged and very sharp. This is nightmare fuel. This is the worst thing to have to take. So I'm usually chewing this up and it tastes horrible. Over here, I have the different B complex. This one actually isn't open. I have another one that's open somewhere. I don't know where. So you can see I'm not very religious about taking these consistently. And this one actually has the vitamin B6 in a better form. This has P5P, pyridoxal 5-phosphate. This is the best form of vitamin B6. It's worth noting that in all of these products, so this one and this one, the B9 is methylfolate, the B12 is methylcobalamin. I like methyl donors. They suit my genetics really, really well. But there is a benefit to having different B complexes, and you don't have to take them every single day. I find that taking them, usually I would say on average, I'll probably take these 3 or 4 times a week. And this is enough to secure all of your nutritional deficiencies, to provide your body with some extra metabolic support, some detox support, without spending so much money, without going overboard, and without giving you this risk of potential toxicities that can occur. So that's technically 1 and 2 out of the way. Next on this list, we have omega-3s. So I actually have Nordic Naturals. This is a really good brand of omega-3s. They are very clean. They're very concentrated. So this is actually the double concentrate formula. So just to give you an idea, 2 soft gels, which is so 60 servings of at 2 capsules, is the equivalent of 2,150 milligrams of total omega-3s, and you've got 1129 mg of EPA and 875 mg of DHA. When you're getting an omega-3 supplement, you really want to make sure that it has EPA and DHA. The other one, LNA, linoleic acid, is trash. It's not good. This is the type that's in flaxseed oil. This is not a good omega-3. Overall, the best benefit that you get from omega-3s is about balancing your omega-3 to 6 ratio. So if you're not eating a lot of omega-6 oils, so if you're not eating takeout and takeaways, you're not having a lot of refined fried foods that are cooked in like canola oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, you actually don't need that many omega-3s overall. And actually taking a lot of omega-3s creates an imbalance in this system. There is some benefit from a nutritional component in that EPA and DHA help with creating new cells, especially cells in your nervous system. So in your brain, in your nervous system tissues, these can be really important. However, with a product like this, with the dose so high, you really don't need to take this every single day. I take one capsule, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. You really don't have to be super consistent with this, especially if overall you're avoiding omega-6 foods. So this is like the seed oils, which I would be avoiding anyway. If you have any interest in health at all, probably you're already avoiding these seed oils, especially ones that are being refried over and over and over and over and over again. And you're probably going to be eating some oily fish, maybe 1 or 2 times a week, and you're going to be getting grass-fed animal fats like grass-fed butter, grass-fed ghee, grass-fed tallow. These have a naturally good omega-3/6 ratio, and they're naturally very high in omega-3s. So if you're eating an appropriate diet, your need for an omega-3 supplement should be very, very low, and you only need a supplement like once a week, once every 2 weeks. And this is at one capsule. So this is a half strength dose. This bottle has lasted me over a year. And I'm going to show you, I still have a good way to go, you know? And the thing is, this is expensive. I'm pretty sure that this cost me nearly €100 for this one bottle. It's an amazing product. It's a great brand. Don't need to take it every single day. Like I said, once a week, once every 2 weeks, one capsule is sufficient for me. Next, we have a really interesting one. So this is actually an organ mix product. So this is a blend of, and you can see the organs here. So we've got liver. I believe this one is spleen. Then we have kidney, heart, and pancreas. This is from a brand called Modern Native, which you can see at the top here. The owner of this company was actually one of my clients. We worked together one-on-one, and we worked together on resolving some of his chronic health problems. He's doing amazing. And because we work so closely together, I kind of got to ask him, like, I got to pick his brain about, like, how do you actually make a product like this? And he literally walked me through the whole manufacturing process. It really helped me see how much he prioritizes the cleanliness and quality of his products. So this is actually overall a very small brand. It's a company based in the Netherlands, so it's very accessible if you're anywhere in Europe. We actually have an affiliate link where you will get a significant discount. You can find this link in our A to Z supplement list, which there will be a link to in the description below. You'll also find a link to like a B complex, to this omega-3 that I talk about, and these other products that I'm going to talk about as well. You'll find links to all of these things. In the case of this product specifically, you will get a discount. With the other ones, you do not get a discount. Well, most of the other ones, but with this one, you do, because I know the guy who makes it. So he actually has 2 products, and I use these interchangeably. So this one is a mix of these different 5 organs, and there's another product that he has, which is just liver capsules. So liver capsules are literally like nature's multivitamin. They're really high in basically everything that you're looking for, but especially something that is really important that you don't get in a lot of other foods is vitamin A. And I mean vitamin A in a preformed version of vitamin A. So a lot of the time when you look at supplements, even if you have like a B complex that has like other nutritional elements, like sometimes it has extra vitamins, sometimes it has vitamin C. If you look at the vitamin A section in all these products, almost always is in the form of carotenoids. These are precursors to vitamin A, which means your body has to first of all absorb them and then convert them. And that absorption and conversion rate is really, really poor. Whereas when you're buying something like a grass-fed liver product, you actually get preformed vitamin A. It's in-form retinol, which is the form that your body actually needs. This is really, really important. This is one of the most important nutrients that almost no one talks about and no one knows anything about. If you've ever read like the GAPS diet books, like you can see here, these 2 books, the yellow one and the blue one, these are the GAPS diet books. If you've read these, if you've read I think it's called the Nourishing Traditions or Nourishing Principles from the Western A Price Foundation. If you read these books about animal-based nutrition, you'll understand vitamin A in the form of retinol, the actual form of vitamin A, not the precursor, extremely important. Best way to get it, basically, is liver and liver oils like cod liver oil, which isn't this. This is omega-3 oil, not cod liver oil. It's different products. But this product I find very interesting because it's actually a mix. So this isn't just the liver. This is the liver, spleen, kidneys, heart, and pancreas. This is really nice. You don't have to take this every single day to get benefits. If you think about it, you wouldn't really eat organ meats every single day anyway. And actually spreading it out will actually enhance your absorption of these things. It's been shown that if you take an iron supplement or something that's very high in iron, so for example, in here you have spleen, which is that organ there. It's a really cool artwork. I really like it. This one here. This one is the spleen. Spleen is the food that has the most bioavailable iron in it of any food. So if you're dealing with like anemia or anything like that, spleen can be a really, really good option. The thing is, you would actually want to pulse it. So you take it one day on, one day off, one day on, one day off. It's going to reduce the cost of how much of this product you have to buy, but it's also going to improve your absorption. If you take it every single day, your absorption rates decline very, very sharply. Whereas if you do it every second day, they stay very, very high across the board. So there's actually benefits to spreading this out. And I do this very intermittently. If I'm feeling a bit sick or if I'm not feeling so good and I feel like my body needs a bit of like a nutritional punch and I just want to kind of boost my nutrient status up a little bit, I'll take this for a week, like one day on, one day off, one day on, one day off, one day on, one day off, and then I'll discontinue it again for a bit until I feel like my body needs a little bit more of a boost, and then I'll cycle it again. So this is one of the products that's actually really nice to have in your cupboard, and you can cycle it. You don't have to take it every day, and then you reduce your costs, and you also provide a more broad spectrum of support to your body. Two more products left. So here we have, these are broccoli sprouts. So if you've never heard about broccoli sprouts and the benefits of broccoli sprout extract, so this is a compound called sulforaphane. It's a very, very powerful molecule. It helps with metabolizing estrogen. It helps with everything estrogenic. So it helps with estrogen-based illnesses. It helps with liver detoxification pathways involving estrogen. It helps with mold toxicity because mold molecules or mycotoxins are estrogenic in the body. Helps with all of these things. This sulforaphane molecule really boosts your NRF2, which is one of your master antioxidant detoxification pathways. It's also a sulfur donor, so it's very high in a very important type of sulfur that's very bioavailable and useful for your body. Sulfur is used in detox. It's used to make glutathione. Very, very important molecule. You get more in one of these capsules of this compound, sulforaphane. You get more in this one little capsule here than about 3 full heads of adult broccoli. So you can't just say, oh, I'm eating my broccoli, I'm eating my cabbage, I'm eating my Brussels sprouts, I'm getting enough sulfur. It's not just about the sulfur, it's about this molecule, sulforaphane specifically, and you get more in this tiny, maybe I'll put it over here so you can see it better. You get more in this little tiny capsule than you get in 3 full heads of broccoli. I will warn you, it does smell a bit like farts, especially as it gets a little bit older. It's really important that you keep your desiccant packets inside there because it does smell like farts. So it's not really great, but overall, very effective supplement. Can really help boost energy, very supportive of detox. And again, it's one of these things where maybe I'll take like 2 capsules 3 times a week, mix it up. You don't have to take the same things every single day. Finally, on this list, product I've already talked about in quite a good level of detail. I have another video that I will link at the end of the video where I go into more detail about this product. So this is Colostrum. So I actually don't like this brand that much. This is not my favorite brand. I thought it would be really, really good. It looks nice. I don't like the taste. I actually prefer my Colostrums to taste like colostrum. This is one of the powders that has had the flavor kind of removed from it. I actually don't like this brand as much. So this is grass-fed. Overall, it's a good brand. You're going to get the benefits of colostrum if you use this brand. But I personally, it's not my preference. I like one I can actually taste, because if you get a colostrum that actually has the taste of colostrum, it tastes like vanilla ice cream and it's actually quite delicious. You don't have to take this every single day to get the benefits. Again, this is a very immunologic compound. So you're going to see on the front of this one, it says 50% IgG. This is immunoglobulin G. This is a type of immune molecule. So this can be really helpful if you're sick, or if one thing I really like using with is if you're trying to introduce probiotics or you're trying to increase your probiotic dose. Colostrum can be really, really helpful to help you do that. There's quite a broad spectrum of effect that you can use it. This is something that I sometimes like to pulse. So I will maybe do it for 2 weeks straight and then I'll stop and I won't touch it for 2, 3, 4 months. And then maybe I get sick or I have a cold or a flu, or my stomach just feels a bit dodgy, or I'm trying a different probiotic and I'm having a bit of difficulty in introducing it in a higher dose. Maybe I'll layer in some colostrum alongside of it. So that's also a really nice product. Like I said, personally, not my favorite brand specifically. Probably won't buy that one again, but there are some good ones out there. If you're in America, there's a really nice one called Anovite. It's a bit hard to get in Europe, but in America, I know that's a really, really nice one. I actually have a bonus one for you today. I forgot that I had this because I wrapped it up in some kitchen towel because it started leaking and I didn't see it when I did my count in the beginning. But we have another product here called Shilajit. So this is a very bizarre product. This is a mineral resin that is a medicinal compound that has been used for hundreds of thousands of years. They use it in Ayurveda, they use it in TCM, they use it in a lot of these more Eastern-based philosophies around healing. It's considered to be one of the most profound revitalizers and energizers of the body, and is actually commonly known as the destroyer of weakness, which just sounds amazing. Who would not want to take a product that is going to destroy all of the weakness inside of them? You know, it's just amazing. It works really well as a pre-workout. It works really well as something to take first thing in the morning, combines well with probiotics. There's humic and fulvic acid in there, which can help to act a bit as a binder and also help to modify the composition of your microbiome. So very, very effective. It also has a lot of trace minerals. So all of these little tiny minerals that are kind of depleted from our soils in this modern age with chemtrails and pesticides and glyphosate and all these other things that deplete nutrients slowly in the soil, over farming, tilling, all these different things. You get a lot of these trace minerals in this. It's basically a secretion, a mineral rich secretion usually from the Himalayas. It doesn't have to be, but it's usually extracted from the Himalayas. It tastes weird. It is probably one of the weirdest things I've ever tasted. It's almost like a combination of acidic cat urine and this almost like bittersweet mineral tar. It has a very, very strange flavor. There's no real way to describe it other than to experience for yourself. But if your body is depleted of minerals, you will find that after you know what this tastes like, you will crave it. Like sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'll wake up and all I can think about is the taste of Shilajit. And it's like this really weird kind of horrible gasoline-y, urine-y kind of taste. And you know when you wake up and you're craving something like that, you know there's something in it that your body's in need of. So that's usually how I use this. It's something that I will pulse and cycle. So usually I use it for like a maximum of about 2 weeks at a time. When I take it, I tend to take 2 or 3 times more than the recommended dose because I just find that that's just what my body needs. I need it. I feel that I just need it. So I take a lot and then I'll give it a break. Maybe I won't touch it for a month, 2 months, 3 months. And occasionally I'll just have a little bit every now and then. Like yesterday I had some. I don't feel the desire to have it today. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll have it tomorrow. That's kind of the point of the video today, is you don't have to take this every single day to get the benefits from it. So I just wanted to drop this as a quick one for you because I know that the world of supplements is a crazy place and you're probably paying out of your ears for all of these different products. And I just wanted to give you an idea that maybe you don't have to take them every single day to get the benefit. Maybe it's actually more therapeutically beneficial for you to spread your dose out, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, maybe do a pulse and stop. There is a lot of benefit to working on things in this way. So it's also really nice in that I can have maybe 20 different supplements that I'm taking all at the same time, but I'm only ever taking maybe 3 or 4 a day, 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6. I also have some that I take every single day, like my methylation support, a probiotic is common, digestive enzymes. There's some ones that I do take quite religiously. I do take very consistently. You're taking 20 supplements every single day consistently. It's too much work for your mind. It's too much work for your wallet, and it's probably not actually helping you heal. So this is a nice way of spreading it out, spread out the cost, and you spread out the effect and the benefit as well. So if you want to learn more about any of the products that I talked about today, plus, so we talked about maybe 6, maybe 7 today. If you want my A to Z supplement list, where I literally have 50 of my favorite supplements, and these are supplements that are all focused on gut health, performance, detoxification, and mental health. So if you're interested in gut health, performance, detox, and mental health, grab a copy of my free supplement list. It's in the description somewhere below. You literally just click the thing, put your email in, and I send you a full copy. The reason we take your email is we update this list regularly. So when we have a new edition of the list, I want to have your email so I can send you a new version with all of my latest recommendations, all of my new favorite products. So this way you're only buying the best stuff. So if you want to find out more about the 43 or so other supplements that I really like and very commonly use in my coaching practice, plus there's a bonus list of about 20 products at the end that aren't supplements. These are things like masticating juicer, anaerobic fermentation for low histamine ferments, earthing grounding cable, coffee enema kit, bioresonance, all these different kinds of technology and other products that I like. You can get all of these in this list as well. They're at the bottom as a little additional bonus section. So if you want to grab a copy of that, just click the link in the description below, stick your email in, and we'll send you a copy straight away completely for free. And if you have any questions or if you have any products that you use like this. So this could be really helpful for other people that are watching. If there are other products that you use that you cycle, maybe you don't take them every single day, you take 3 times a week, or you'll take for a period and then you'll stop for a while. Let me know what they are below, and let me know as well, specifically, why do you not take them every day? Why do you take them in this more cyclical fashion? Because I'm really interested to know. I'm always learning. I learn a lot from the YouTube comments section, but there's also a lot of other people reading your comments as well. And you never know who you're going to help. It's really quite magical to see this healing process happen. You just leave like a little comment, just sharing a little bit of insight that you have, and you change someone's life. It is absolutely amazing. So if you do have any insights or any wisdom to share, please do join the community and leave a comment below. We'd really love to hear from you. So that's everything for me today. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.